let's go to page 138 and start with number 2. So you have y squared over 16 minus x squared over 4 equal to 1. So this is the difference of the square. So this is going to be a hyperbola, and it's going to be in the y direction. So the graph is going to go this way. Okay, and the center is going to be at 0, 0. Okay, and a squared equal to 16, so a equal to 4. b equal to 4. B squared equal to 4, so b equal to 2. And you also need to find c. So for hyperbola, it's a regular Pythagorean equation. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So you got 16 plus 4 equal to c squared. C squared equal to 20. So c equal to square root of 20. So c equal to 2 square root of 5. Okay, so after you get all this information, let's go and sketch all these things. Okay, so center is at 0, 0. And so you take the square root of this and they go in the right direction. So you have to go 4 in the right direction. Okay, so you go up 4, go down 4. So for hyperbola, you have to draw your box. Okay, so that's the top and the bottom. And you have to go 2 in the x direction. Okay, so here would be the box. Okay, after you draw the box, draw the asymptotes. And so this would be the V. So the graph is going to go this way. Okay, so make sure the graph does not touch the asymptote. And so the vertex is going to be at 0, 4. And this vertex is going to be at 0, negative 4. And okay, let's see what else do we need. Okay, we need to find the vertex, so have that. So find the 4 sides. So f. So 2 square root of 5 is about 4.4. So about 4.4. So the f over here would be 0, comma 2 square root of 5. And this one down here, so f would be at 0, comma negative 2 square root of 5. Okay, so have that. And need to find the length. So over here, so that's the length of the lattice rectum. So to find the length, you have to find, so this distance is b squared over a. So go and get the b squared over a. So b squared is 4, a is 4. So b squared over a equal to 1. Okay, so b squared over a is just from here to here. So that is this over here. So the length of the lattice rectum will be just twice as that. So equal to 2. Okay. And what else we need? Okay, then we need the equation of the asymptotes. Okay, so equation of the asymptote. So those 2 dashed lines, and it's very simple. What you do is look up here, and you just take the square root of that. Okay, so it would be y over 4 equal to plus or minus x over 2. And if you multiply everything by 4 to get rid of the fraction, so you're going to get y equal to plus or minus 2x. And that's it. That's the equation for the asymptotes. Okay, and again, check your list and sketch. Okay, so that's everything. Okay, let's go to number 4. Okay, you have y squared over 36 minus x squared over 9 equal to 1. So center is going to be at 0, comma 0, and the a squared is always a bigger number, so it'll be 36, so a equal to 6, and b squared is equal to 9, so b equal to 3. And by the way, because the y comes first, so this would be in the y direction. So graph would be in the y direction. So you can get all your information together. And you also need a c. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. 36 plus 9 equal to c squared. C squared equal to 45. And so c equal to 3 square root of 5. So this is about 6.6, about. Okay, again, it just helps you to locate your point. Okay, so let's go and sketch these things out. So center is at 0, 0. And you're going to go 6 in the y direction. Okay, and you go down 6. And you're going to go 3 in the x direction. Okay, so go and draw your box. And get your asymptotes. And this going in the y direction because y comes first, and the box is going to be where the v is going to be. So get your graph. Okay, here's the v. So get your graph. And the vertex is going to be at 0, 6. And this would be 0, negative 6. Okay, and now for the focus, okay, it's going to be 3 square root of 5 is about 6.6. Okay, so this is going to be about right over here. So the f would be 0, 3 square root of 5. And you go down about 6.6. It's going to be about right over here. So this f would be 0, negative 3 square root of 5. Okay. And you need to find the length of the lattice rectum. Okay, so b squared over a. B squared is 9. Over a is 6. So b squared over a equal to 3 over 2. So the length would be twice as that. So the length will equal to 3. And then the equation of the asymptotes, I can just look it over here and just use the square root of that. So it would be y over 6 equal to plus or minus x over 3. Okay? And go and multiply by common denominator to get rid of the fraction. Or you just want to get rid of this number. So you're going to get y equal to plus or minus 2x. Okay, and that's it for number 4. Okay, let's go to number 6. Yeah, y squared over 25 minus x squared over 9 equal to 1. Okay, so this is going to be in the y direction. The graph is going to look like this. And your center is going to be at 0, 0. And your a squared equal to 25, so a equal to 5. B squared equal to 9, so b equal to 3. And the c, so you got a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. You got 25 plus 9 equal to c squared. C squared equal to 34. So C equal to square root of 34. And if you use calculator to just get an idea of what that is, so square root of 34 is about 5.8. Okay, so let's go and sketch these things out. So center is at 0, 0. And you have to go 5 in the y direction. Again, I'm using the centimeter to measure, so every centimeter is 1. So I just go up 5 and go down 5. And I have to go 3 in the x direction. It's better to use graph paper, that way you don't have to count, that way you don't have to measure, you can just count the square. Okay, so you can start with the center. So you go up 5, go down 5. Over here you go 3 to the right, 3 to the left. And draw your asymptotes. And this is the y direction, so this would be the vertex. So graph will go this way. So this is the V. And this will go this way, so that's the vertex. Okay, and since you go up 5, so you can start from here, you go up 5, so this would be 0, 5. When you go up, you add, when you go down, you subtract. So when you go down, you subtract 5, so this would be at 0, comma, let's do it up here, so 0, comma, negative 5. Okay. Next, let's go and find the focus. It's going to be about 5.8 up. Okay, so 5.8 is right over here. So that's the F. So it'd be 0, comma. When you go up, you add. So start at 0, you add 5.8. So it gives you square root of 34. Okay. And then over here, you do the same thing. It's about 5.8. So the F would be 0, comma, negative square root of 34. Okay. And then after that, you need to go ahead and find the length. So go back over here, do the B squared over A. So B squared is 9, over A is 5. So the length is twice as that. Again, B squared over A is only from the focus to the graph. Okay, so that's the B squared over A. So the length, just double that. So the length would be equal to 18 over 5. And the asymptote, the equation of the dashed lines would be y over 5 plus or minus equal to y over 5 equal to plus or minus x over 3. Okay. And normally you want to keep in terms of y, so just multiply by 5. Okay. So you can put in the slope intercept form. So this cancel out. So y equal to plus or minus 5 over 3x. So that's your slope intercept form. Okay. So don't cross multiply, just get rid of the denominator for the y, and that will give you the slope intercept form. Okay. And so that's it for number 6. Okay, let's go to number 8. Okay, number 8. Yeah, y squared over 64 minus x squared over 64 equal to 1. So again, y comes first, so the graph will be in the y direction, so it will be up and down. The center is going to be at 0, comma 0, and a squared is equal to 64, so a equal to 8. So this one doesn't matter which is a, which is b, okay? They are the same number. But you have to watch direction. Normally, A would be in the white, this direction. So technically, this would be the A. So B squared equal to 64. So B equal to 8. And then you have A squared plus B squared equal to C squared. So you got 64 plus 64 equal to C squared. So C squared equal to 128. And so C equal to square root of 128. So C equal to 8 square root of 2. Okay. And then this is about, get your calculator. It's about 11.3. Okay, so let's go and sketch these things out. Okay, so center is at 0, 0. You have to go 8 in the y direction. And you have to go 8 in the x direction. So right now I make every 5 millimeter equal to 1. Okay. But it's easy if you use graph paper. You can just go ahead and count the squares. And get the asymptotes. Okay, so the graph, this is going to be in the y direction. Okay, so the vertex over here would be 0, comma, and it would be 8. And this one over here would be 0, comma, negative 8. To find the focus, again, you just go up by that much, so 11.3. It's about right over here. So it'd be 0, comma, 8 square root of 2. Okay, so the F would be 0, comma, negative 8 square root of 2. Okay. And then your length, so go back up here, so B squared over A is equal to, so B squared is 64 over 8 is 8. So B squared over A equal to 8. So the length will equal to 2 times that. So the length will equal to 16. Okay. And the equation, the asymptote, equation of asymptote, you can just look over here. So you're going to get y over 8 equal to plus or minus x over 8 and multiply by 8. So you got y, so all this cancel out. So y equal to plus or minus x. Okay, let's go to number 10. Yeah, y minus 3 squared over 16 minus x plus 2 over 9 equal to 1. Okay, so again, the y comes first, so you would go in the y direction. Now, if you notice, all the even numbers are in the y direction, all the odd numbers are in the x direction, but you just go through the same process. Okay? So the center is going to be at negative 2, comma 3, and a squared is equal to 16, so a equal to 4, b squared equal to 9, so b equal to 3, and you got a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 16 plus 9 equal to c squared equal to 25, so c equal to 5. So you can draw your box. Start with center, and the center is at negative 2, 3. Okay, so center is at negative 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to make the very light lines over here so easier for me to measure. Okay. Okay, so from here you have to go 4 in the right direction. I have to go down 4. Again, everything's all based on the center. Center is your starting point. Okay. So go up 4, go down 4, and you have to go 3 in the x direction. Okay, remember to take the square root, right? So 3 in the x direction. Okay, so this would be your box. So after you get your box, go ahead and get your asymptotes. And this graph is in the right direction, so go and draw your graph. Okay, so the vertex is going to be at 0, comma, and you have to go up 4, so you have to add 4. Okay, so notice you start at negative 2, so you start at negative 2, 3, so when you go up, that's going to be the right direction, so this is not going to be a 0. So when you go up and down, the x stay the same, so it be negative 2, right? Go up and down, the x stay the same. The y, you start at 3, and you go up by 4, right? Go up by 4, so you end up with a 7. Okay. This one over here, the vertex, I'm going to do this. So the vertex, again, you start at negative 2, okay, and you go up and down, so the x will stay the same. Now you start at 3, and you go down 4, so 3 minus 4 will give you negative 1. Okay, next you have to get the f. So again, everything starts from the center. So you have to go down, up and down by 5. So the f, again, the x will stay the same. The x will stay the same. When you go up and down, x stay the same. So now the c equal to 5. So this distance is 5. So you start at 3. Start at 3. You go up 5 will give you 8. 3, you go down 5. So that means 3 minus 5 will give you negative 2. Okay. Then after that, you look for the b squared over a. So b squared is 9 over a is 4. So the length would be 2 times that. So the length would be 9 over 2. And the equation for the asymptotes would be y minus 3 over 4 equal to plus or minus x plus 2 over 3. Okay. And after that, you can just go ahead and cross multiply. So you got 3 times y minus 3 equal to plus or minus 4 times x plus 2. And this is not a very nice form, but that's good enough. Okay. Let's go to number 12. You have y minus 5 square over 36 minus x plus 5 square over 36 equal to 1. So again, y comes first, so this would be in the right direction. And the center is going to be at negative 5, positive 5. Right? You have to take the opposite. And a squared equal to 36, so a equal to 6. b squared equal to 36, so b equal to 6. And you have to find c, so a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 36 plus 36 equal to c squared. C squared equal to 72, so c equal to square root of 72. And c equal to 6 square root of 2. And if you're going to use calculator to find out the length of that, so just do that. It's about 8.5. Okay, so center is a negative 5, 5. Okay, and I'm going to make a light lines as a reference lines, easier for me to get the next information. Okay, so I have to go up. I have to go up in the y direction 6 to get my box. I have to go up 6 and go down 6. Okay. And I have to go to the right by 6. Go to the left by 6. Okay, so that's my box, and then draw the asymptotes. And over here, the graph will go this way. And over here, the graph will go this way. So the vertex would be negative 5. Again, when you go up and down, the x stay the same and the y will change. So you start at 5, and you go up 6, so this would be 11. Okay. And for this one over here, you start at 5 and you go down 6, will give you negative 1. Right? Again, when you go down, you subtract. So 5 minus 6 will give you negative 1. And you have to find the f. So it's about 8.5. So again, when you go up and down, the x will stay the same. Okay, when you go up and down, the x stay the same. So you start at 5. So this is a very important number. So 5, and you have to go up this much. So you have to add on to it. So it would be 5 plus 6 square root of 2. And this would be 5 minus 6 square root of 2. Okay. And now we have to look for the length. So you can do the b squared over a. So b squared is 36. A is 6. So b squared over a equal to 6. So the length would be 2 times that. So the length will be equal to 12. Okay, so the length of the lattice rectangle over here would be 12. And the equation of the asymptotes. Okay, you can just take the square root of that. So it would be y minus 5 over 6 equal to plus or minus x plus 5 over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. So you got y minus 5 equal to plus or minus x plus 5. And if you just leave it like that, that's fine. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 14. Okay, 14 is pretty much the same thing, except now you have to complete the square yourself. So you got 9x squared minus 4y squared plus 90x plus 189 equal to 0. So first you have to move this over, so minus 189. And you have to gather your terms, and the one with positive comes first. Now normally you want to put down plus parentheses, but since there's no y, so you can just leave it like that, that's fine. The next thing you need to do is go and factor the coefficient. Okay, and then get your perfect square ready. Okay, so get your template ready. So from this, I will get x. From this, I get plus 5. So I need to plus 25. Now, don't put 25 over here because there's a 9 times that. So you have to get your calculator. So you have to 9 times 25, give you 225.
Olivia and Sophia Lazaro to the upper school office, please.
Okay, and this will give you 36. And after that, you need to make this equal to 1, so divide by 36. So you got x plus 5 squared over 4 minus y squared over 9 equal to 1. Okay, so that's your standard form, so we did that. So that's the first part. And then we have to find the center. Okay, so the center is going to be at -5, 0. Okay, so we did that. And next one, you need to find the vertices and foci and draw all that stuff. Okay. Okay, so center is at -5, 0. Okay, now we have to draw the box. So from this, you can see you have to go 2 in the x direction. So let's do all this first. So you got a squared equal to 4. So a equal to 2. B squared equal to 9. So b equal to 3. Okay, so you have to go 2 in the x direction, 3 in the y direction. So 2 in the x direction and 3 in the y direction. Okay, get your asymptotes. Now over here the x comes first, the graph is going to be in the x direction. Okay, so again x comes first, so it's going to be in x direction, so your vertex will be over here. So here's your vertex. Again, so when you go sideways, okay, the y stay the same, the x will change. So you start at -5, you go 2, you're going to get -3, comma 0. So you start at -5, you go 2 this way, give you -7, comma 0. And when you go sideways, the y stay the same. Okay, and now you have to find the f. So use the a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So you got 4 plus 9 equal to c squared. So c equal to square root of 13. And so this is about 4 point something. Square 13 is about 3 point something. About 3.6. Okay? So again, from here, you go about 3.6. So it's about right over here. Okay, about right over here. Okay, so again, start from, so when you go sideways, the y is going to stay the same. So x, you start at -5. When you go this way, you add square root of 13. Okay, when you go this way, you have to subtract. So it would be -5 minus square root of 13, comma 0. Okay. Okay, so we have all that. Draw the asymptote sketch, and I can double check, make sure you have everything. So I can first put in the standard form, got that. Find the coordinate of the center, so I have that. The vertices, so you have that. And the foci, so you have that. Draw the asymptotes, got that. Sketch the graph, got that. And okay. Okay, let's go to number 16. You got x squared minus 2y squared plus 6x plus 4y plus 5 equal to 0. So first let's get rid of this. So minus 5, and you're going to group everything according to the letter. So you got x squared plus 6x. Again, always put a positive in the between the group and keep the negative inside. Okay, so you can be careful with this part over here. It's very important. So next, go and factor out the coefficients. So you have to factor out the negative 2. So you got y squared minus 2y equal to negative 5. You can do a quick check. Negative 2 times negative 2 give you positive 4. Right? Okay, then you go ahead and get your perfect square. Okay, so you can get your template ready. So from here you get x, from here you get plus 3. So you're going to get plus 9 here. Since you're plus 9, you need to plus 9 on this side. Right? So it has to be the same. Over here, you're going to get y and minus 1. So you can get plus 1. Now there's a negative 2 in front. So it's negative 2 times 1. So it will be minus 2. Okay. And so from here, you're going to end up with equal to 2. And after that, divide everything by 2. You have to make this equal to 1, so divide by 2. So you have x plus 3 squared over 2 minus y minus 1 squared over 1. Okay, normally you don't put 1, but because this is the conic section, so it's go ahead and put 1. That's your standard form. Okay, so the x comes first, so again your graph is going to go in the x direction. Your center is going to be at negative 3, 1. Okay, so let's go and sketch these things out. So I'm going to make the graph kind of big. So negative 3. 1. So that's the center at negative 3, comma 1. And from here you have to, okay, so a squared equal to 2, so a equal to square root of 2, so this is about 1.4, and b squared equal to 1, so b equal to 1. So you have to go 1 in the right direction, and you have to go 1.4, this is about 1.4. So again, a is about 1.4. You need a square root for labeling. You need to have a decimal to locate the points. Okay, so after you get your box, get your asymptotes. Okay, so here's the vertex. So graph is going to go this way. Okay, so the vertex is going to be at, so when you go sideways, the y will stay the same, the x will change. So you start at negative 3. When you go this way, you have to add, so it'll be plus square root of 2, because that's the distance you have to go, and the y will stay the same. When you go this way, you have to subtract, so negative 3 minus square root of 2, comma 1. Now to find the f, you have to get the c. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So you got 2 plus 1 equal to c squared. So c equal to square root of 3. And this is about 1.7. Okay, so from here, so the f would be over here. So this would be the f. Okay, so you have to go square root of 3. So again, you start over here. Okay, again, when you go sideways, the y will stay the same. So the x start at negative 3. So you're going to get negative 3, and you have to plus square root of 3, comma 1. And this one, you're going to start at negative 3, but when you go this way, you have to minus. So it would be minus square root of 3, comma 1. Okay. And, okay, go down the list. Okay, so put in the standard form. Okay, so that is your standard form. And find the coordinate of the center, so that's your center. Find the vertices, so you got V. Find the four sides, so got that. Draw the asymptotes, got that. And sketch the graph, got that. Okay. So you can make sure you go through each item, make sure you got everything. Okay, let's go to number 18. You have 4y squared minus 9x squared plus 8y minus 54x minus 81 equal to 0. So first let's move the number out of the way and go and gather your terms. So 4y squared plus 8y plus, again, always put a plus between the group. So you got negative 9x minus 54x blank equal to 81. Next step, go and factor out the coefficient. So you're going to factor out the 4. Over here, to factor out the negative 9. And watch the sign. So do a quick check on the sign. So multiply, you get that. Multiply, you get that. Okay, then get your template ready. Okay, so from here you get y, from this you get plus 1, so from this you get plus 1, and you have to remember to multiply by the coefficient, so it would be plus 4. Over here you're going to get x plus 3, right? So again you divide it by 2, you get 3, you square that, you get 9, but again that's a multiply by negative 9 over here, so it would be minus 81, and so this will cancel out, so you end up with a 4. Okay, so divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So you have, so this will cancel out. So you got y plus 1 squared over 1 minus 9 x plus 3 squared over 4 equal to 1. But now you have number over here. Okay, so to get rid of this number, you have to do the vertical method. So multiply by 1 over 9, 1 over 9. So that way this will cancel out. So you have y plus 1 squared over 1 minus x plus 3 squared over 4 over 9 equal to 1. So this will be in the y direction. Get your direction. And so this is your standard form equation. And your center is going to be at negative 3 comma 1. Okay, and your a squared equal to 1, so a equal to 1. B squared equal to 4 over 9, so B equal to 2 over 3. And A squared plus B squared equal to C squared, so 1 plus 4 over 9 equal to C squared, so C squared equal to 13 over 9, so C equal to square root of 13 over 3. Okay, again, get the approximate number. So it's about 1.2. Okay. Okay, so now we have all the information. We can go and sketch things out. got negative 3, 1. So center is negative 3, comma 1. And so for the box, you have to go 1 in the y direction. And you have to go 2/3, so you have to go 2/3 in the x direction. Okay, so this is going to be kind of small. Oh, wait. Back up. This is negative 3, negative 1. Back up. That's not correct. Okay. Back up. Okay, so it's going to be negative 3, negative 1, not positive 1. So watch out for the sign. Okay. So the center is at negative 3, comma, negative 1. And then you have to go 1 in the y direction. And then you have to go 2/3 in the x direction. Okay, there we go. So get your box, draw your asymptotes. And then draw your graph. This is going to be in the y direction. Okay, so the vertex over here, it's going to be, so you start over here, right? And when you go up and down, you add the y. So negative 1 plus 1 give you 0. So this would be negative 3, comma, 0. And this vertex over here would be negative 3, comma, negative 2, right? Because you start at negative 1 and you go down, so minus 1 give you negative 2. And the f would be, again, when you go up and down, the x stay the same, and the y you have to add on to that. So it'd be negative 1 plus, okay, run out of space. I'm going to write it up here. Okay, so it's going to be negative 3, comma, and be negative 1 plus square root of 13 over 3. Okay. So this graph is kind of small, so it's kind of hard to write. Okay, and this one you're going to get negative 3, comma. Okay, again, when you go down, you have to subtract, so it'll be negative 1 minus square root of 13 over 3. Okay, again, you start with negative 1, you go up, you add, you go down, you subtract. Okay, so double check, make sure you got everything. Okay, so put in the standard form, so have that. The coordinate of the center, so have that. The vertices, so have that. The foci, have that. Draw the asymptotes, got that. Sketch a graph. Okay, so that's it for number 18. Okay, let's go to number 20. So number 20, the graph is giving, so you got to figure out the equation. Okay. So let's look it over here. Okay, so this is going to be in the y direction. Okay, so this would be the y direction. And the center is at 0, comma 2, right? So right away, okay, so go and get your template ready first. So get your template. Okay, so this is going to be in the y direction, so y goes first, and that means x will go over here. And the center is at 0, 2, so what your x and the y would be minus 0, minus 2.